Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Kenny. My channel name is GMFIRED. I pronounce it GM Fire Red. If this is your first time here, thanks for checking me out. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really help on my channel. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really appreciate it if you guys can help me with that. But here today, I'm gonna do a little recap slash review of my weekend at the Dallas Car Show. Just happened a few days ago. So every time I've been to Dallas, I've drove. This past weekend, I carpooled with a friend, so we took his van there. So I didn't have my own car there. I do recommend that it's a good idea to drive if you can, because I think Dallas is a great show for buying, because I usually get a lot of stuff from Dallas. I also do sport cars, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon cards, so I always have something to buy at Dallas. So for me, driving is great since I do get a lot of inventory and I can carry it back to my base or wherever you live. So that would be a cool recommendation. But I did not drive my own car this week, so it wasn't the best, because I usually like going to check out the city, going out to different places to eat, check out what's around, maybe goes to a sport game or something like that. So it would be nice to have your own car, but I did not drive my own car, so I had to ask people to take me back and forth to the venue, because I was staying at the hotel down the road from there. So it was a little inconvenient for me. But I do think it's a great idea to drive there if you can. So this is my first time setting up at Dallas Car Show. I usually just walk around and buy, trade, and sell with vendors, talking to people, because I think it's like hunting, Sitting behind a booth is like fishing. You sit there patiently, put out your bait, which is the card in your cases. Put out your bait, you sit there patiently. Hopefully you reel in some people. But walking around, it's like hunting, because you're moving around, you're tracking stuff, you go and see stuff you remember. See, this guy wants this car, I saw this car, this guy had to go over there, bring it to him, make a trade. It's more entertaining for me, but it does take a lot of energy to move around like that. But I like it. To each their own. But like I was saying, back to the point, this is my first time signing up at the Dallas Car Show with my friend. He asked me to help him with his tables, and he's giving me like half a little case for me to put my stuff in and sell, and I can buy or do whatever I want. So that was awesome. I did get a lot of good deals coming to the table. That's honestly the best thing about signing up, is you get amazing deals coming to your table, because when you're behind the table sitting down, you have the advantage there. I can't tell you how many times I've been to a table and people say, well, I'm giving you 70% of comps, 70% of comps, 70% of comps. And I'll say, well, if there's no comps, well, I'll make up my own price and I'll give you 70% of that. Like, what? That makes no sense. But I get it. They do have overhead. They got to pay for the table, their expenses, of traveling. But I think that's the best thing, is to trade and buy when you're behind the table as a vendor. I think that's great. So my MVP for the week was Mike Trout. I brought a Mike Trout Auto out 5 with 3 patches to me, and on Thursday it was gone. First deal, bam, it was gone. And throughout the weekend, I picked up 2 more on-card auto Mike Trouts. One raw out of 10 and another in BGS 9.5. And they both moved, bam, in less than a day. So people are saying baseball is slowing down since the lockout and stuff happened. But compared to 3 months ago, I think baseball prices are higher than it was 3 months ago when baseball was still around. Also, people people miss baseball. You know, baseball is like the heart of the car community. They call it baseball cards. Like people ask, "Do you collect baseball cards? Baseball cards?" In terms of like sport cards, so I think baseball cards is here to stay. If you guys don't, I don't know anything about baseball. I don't really watch baseball. I grew up in Anaheim, California. My house was like 3 miles down from the Angel Stadium. So Angel was my team, but I knew nothing about baseball until this year. I heard about Utani. I just heard about Utani this year. Mike Trout 2 years ago because Vegas Dave bought and sold that Mike Trout rookie card for like what $3-4 million or something like that, and it was an Angel guy. I'm like, what? I like the team. I know nothing about baseball, so I just go talk with people, ask them what they think, and I've 5 people. Only pick up 5 baseball players: Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, Fernando Tatis Jr., Ronald Acuna, and Han Soto. Once in a while, I'll pick up Vladimir Guerrero because his dad played for the Angels. That's how I knew him. But I only have 5 core guys that I pick up for baseball, and those cards always sell. They do not hold long. I don't know anything about baseball, but I recommend you guys, if you guys want to get into baseball or any sports at all, just pick 3 to 5 guys and buy those and see how it works for you. And if it moves for you, keep going at it. That's just my recommendation. But yes, Mike Trout was my MVP this week. I brought a on-card auto out 15 Han Soto with a patch on it. I had a lot of interest in it, but it took a little bit to move. It didn't move, but I had to put a little bit of effort in because I had to walk it up to people. So that was interesting. Baseball is picking up a lot. Vintage, I heard a lot of vintage was picking up. I've always been saying I think vintage are just so undervalued or so much cheaper compared to modern cards. You see MVPs, Hall of Famers of vintage cards, rookie cards, going less than say a Joe Burrow or a LaMelo Ball or Fernando Tatis Jr. Guys that already won championships, established themselves, and are in the Hall of Fame. And their cards are so cheap compared to the modern card, which is just crazy to me. I want to get into vintage, but like most people, I don't know anything about it. A lot of those guys retired or probably passed away before I was even born. So how can I buy something when I don't even know who they are? I really want to get into vintage. I need to learn, study about them, but I think vintage is a good play if you know about vintage and about the players. A lot of people were selling vintage this weekend. I had a guy on my right who was very high. It was 4 guys actually, 4 to 5 guys. They had a lot of high-end stuff and one case full of vintage, and their vintage was selling. I had a guy come to my table, ask me to buy this PSA 7 Jackie Robinson for $20K. It's like, dude, I can't afford that, bro. That's an awesome card, though. But thanks for thanks for showing me that, dude. I can't afford it, and I pass it on to the next guy next to me, and they bam, $20K in cash, dude. That's sick. But one day we can go into that level and just buy a Jackie Robinson in cash in 5 minutes. That would be the goal right there. One table, guy on our left, got 2 tables. He was mostly dollar box, value box guy, so he was always bringing the traffic in for the guys that wants to sit there for like an hour, just look through the cards and get good deals. And on our right, they got 3 tables. There are like 4 to 5 guys with high-end stuff, high-end modern slabs, high-end vintage slabs. We're doing great. We were doing great. I got a lot of trades in this week. My friend that was helping. He went to train night on Friday, and he said he did better on Friday train night than he pretty much did the whole week. So the next day on Saturday, he came to the table for like 2 hours and he just left. He didn't even bother. He's like, I'm gonna save my energy for train night. So I got to take over the table. Saturday, I sold the most Pokemon cards. I did the most Pokemon deals on Saturday, which is odd because Thursday and Friday I did no Pokemon deal. It was all sport cards deal. So that was odd to me. But yes, I do recommend you guys to go to Dallas. If you guys never been to Dallas, I think it's a great show. Probably the best slash biggest show that's not the Nationals. And I think it happens every month or 6 weeks. So I really recommend you guys coming to Dallas. If you guys have not been to Dallas, it's like a bachelor party. A whole bunch of guys, cool guys, out drinking, making money, having fun, spending money. Just a great weekend. So I do recommend you guys checking it out. If you guys haven't, come check Dallas out, see what happens. Please give me a sub, give me a like, comment. If you don't like this video, write down below why you don't like it so I can improve on my video, make it better for you guys, because this is for you. This is for you guys. I'm doing this for you guys. So let me know how I can improve. Hope you guys get better. So peace out, guys. Love you. Shh.